This reading is going to be about how to prepare your energy for a new love connection. So I've started off with 2 angel cards here. The one on the left, this one protects you from false idols, not just literal religion, but anything or anyone that you've been putting on a pedestal. This feels like a warning about past connections in a way, especially someone who may be resurfacing during Mercury retrograde, for example. They might feel familiar, they might feel like the one that got away, but you've already learned your lesson with this person. This is the kind of connection that drains you spiritually. Even if it pulls at your heart, you're not meant to go back. You're meant to stay awake and choose something better. The angel on the right, this one brings peace, the real kind. The kind where you can go to sleep at night knowing your heart is safe, knowing you don't have to chase or wonder or fix anything. You can't bring this new love in if you're still putting out fires from the past. So the first part of preparing your energy is to create your own peace. Be so at ease with your life that love becomes an addition rather than a repair job. Now we're going to get into the tarot. So Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. You've been moving slowly, maybe even doubting yourself because of what you've lost. That feeling of being left out in the cold is very real, but what's happening here is a shift in how you see yourself. You're not just the outsider, you're also the King of Wands, confident, charismatic, someone worth pursuing. The trick is to slow down and build yourself back up. No shortcuts through people either. Then the 10 of Wands and Queen of Cups. You've carried too much for too long. Other people's feelings, past traumas, even the emotional labor in your relationships. Now it's time to put that down and step into your Queen of Cups self again. Generous, intuitive, loving, but this time with boundaries. Being emotionally available does not mean being emotionally responsible for someone else. 9 of Wands on its own under that. You're almost there. It's okay to still feel protective of your heart. You've been through enough to earn that scar tissue, but don't let that stop you from believing in love again. Your walls are not your home. They're just a temporary fort while you heal. Then the 10 of Cups. Here it is, the Promise card. What you want is possible. Emotional fulfillment, real love, a life with someone who gets you. And the only thing standing between you and this is clearing out that last layer of fear, that self-protection or attachment to the past. Then I pulled a couple more cards here. I got the Archangel of Transformation with the World, Strength, and the Hierophant. So to close this reading, this isn't a guide or a messenger. This is an Archangel here to break cycles, clear unhealthy habits, and bring spiritual growth. And the cards that show up with it are all major arcana, so you're closing out a major chapter with the World. You're stronger than you know and softer than you give yourself credit for. And you're stepping into a more aligned version of yourself with the Hierophant, with deeper values and higher standards. This is no coincidence, this is a confirmation. So you're not just preparing for love, you're preparing for a sacred kind of love, one that meets you where you've grown to, not where you used to be. So this is a reminder that right before the right person arrives, you're being guided to protect your peace, release old attachments, and trust the strength that you've built through past pain. Your energy is shifting from seeking love to being ready for it, which is going to bring the kind of connection you've never had before.